just the 10 o'clock ones, and I get my 5 o'clock one first thing in the morning, Your Honor.
And you come here and you ask.
Don't get brazen with me.
Some judges completely lose their temper in court, unleashing rage you wouldn't believe. We begin with the no-nonsense Judge Fischer, facing a defendant who missed 19 court-ordered tests while on probation. There's no way he's escaping the judge's wrath this time.
Absolutely no tolerance, because we've had one issue after the other. Testing positive for here, doing that over there. We've literally let you go over and over and over. And there's absolutely no excuse for the missed blows. How many missed blows do we have?
19, Your Honor. Within that 7 or 8.
The judge can hardly believe the defendant missed so many tests and still showed up expecting to be let off once again, without a hint of shame.
But Judge, I would ask, if possible, as I'm not the lead on this case, and I know Justin has had history with the court and Mr. Jones here on this case, if you would consider holding on the consideration of this matter until he returns on Tuesday of next week. So
I'm sorry, Ben, I can't. I have to know. You have to know that we mean business. I'm not here to toy with you and play games with you. Know what the expectation is in this court. You've been with me for as long as we've had. You're over there.
Because I have a cold, Your Honor. Cold weather. I apologize. So can I please speak on the breathalyzer?
No. You know what the expectation is. You have 19 missed tests. That's it. I'm sorry, Ben, I can't. You're here in his stead. You're a capable and outstanding lawyer. I have the utmost respect for you, but 19 missed tests are 19 missed tests. And I've been telling him since the absolute beginning, there's just no tolerance.
The defendant tries to reason with the judge, offering weak excuses for missing the tests. But this time, the judge doesn't hold back and absolutely tears into him.
No.
But to his credit, Your Honor, we have no positive UAs. He's been here on weekly UAs, so there's no indication that he's using this to obfuscate, for alcohol.
I go to sleep early.
Test, and he is blowing outside the window, so we don't know what he's doing.
Oh my God, sir, I go to sleep at 8 o'clock every night, sir. It's just the 10 o'clock ones, and I get my 5 o'clock one first thing in the morning, Your Honor.
Then you come here and you ask.
Oh, they just told me about this last week in pre-trial over there, and they said that I had the 45-day miss.
You have 19 missed blows, dude. Covering the camera.
Please, Honor. I will do anything. I'll even go on that drug ankle monitor. I'll do anything, Your Honor. I'm really trying here. I swear to God, I will do anything you want me to do if you just please let me stay free. I swear to God, Your Honor, I'm really trying here. Please, Your Honor. It's just, I don't even drink.
Judge Fischer is an incredibly honest person and loves to help people. But this is way too much, and he just can't let this guy take the court for granted.
From the 15th of November, you have been skipping tests. You have been to this court.
I go to sleep at 10 o'clock, and I still did the ones later on when I do wake up, and they told me this just last week, Your Honor. I swear to God. I swear on everything I love.
You know.
Please give me a chance, Your Honor.
Testing schedule is, and I've given you one pass after the other. He goes with you. No.
Oh my God.
Your Honor, may we discuss setting a new bond for you?
Of course.
Oh my gosh, Your Honor. Why? Please, I'm trying here. I'm trying to do everything.
Goes with you.
Oh my gosh.
Bond is at 5,001 now because of the prior violations. I will now set it at 10,002. I'm sorry, Ben, but he's tested positive literally over and over and over. He continues to test positive for marijuana. When I've told him to stop, he's tested positive for opiates. He's tested positive for this. Now he's skipping blows. He has obscured the camera as well?
Surely no judge cares more about the people than Fischer, but this defendant got what he was asking for. While this judge took the defendant to the cleaners, this next female judge was incredibly pissed off by the defense team.
I have never experienced a level of unprofessionalism in my career.
Judge Elizabeth Scherer was overseeing the trial of disgusting Florida school shooter Nicholas Cruz when the defense team came to a stalemate, triggering the respected judge.
These are just records. We're just doing it now. So is it a secret who's going to be questioning your next witness? Because I'm going to find out in like 3 minutes. Who was doing it? Who is your next witness, and when are they being called, and which attorney is going to question them? Let me be clear, if I wasn't before. Because if these don't have anything to do with your next witness, then why are we having the jury wait outside right now?
Just because we were trying to move everything in because in terms of timing, we do it now.
In terms of timing, it would be much better to do it during the lunch break when the jury needs longer than you all. So we'll go ahead and pass on this. Let's bring the jury in, please.
The defense team abruptly rested their case, undermining the proceedings and wasting the court's time, prompting another sharp outburst from the judge.
Yes?
At this time, the defense rests, other than putting in our records.
We're not playing chess. I mean, will you please take the jury back in? Thank you. All right, go ahead and bring your records.
2B, Nicholas Cruz Henderson, episode 1 record.
Let me just stop. State, are you gonna have anything ready for today?
No. We're expecting,
there was 80 witnesses.
we're waiting for 40 more witnesses.
I just wanna say, this is the most uncalled for, unprofessional way to try a case. You all knew about this, and even if you didn't make your decision till this morning, to have 22 people plus all of this staff and every attorney march into court, be waiting as if it's some kind of game. Now I have to send them home. The state's not ready. They're not going to have a witness ready. We have another day wasted.
The judge wasn't going to take any amount of bullshit from the defense team and made sure to take them to the cleaners.
Honestly, I have never experienced a level of unprofessionalism in my career. It's unbelievable.
So, Judge, if we had any pretrial matters, you asked us to be here at 9:15. We were here at 9:15 to discuss pretrial matters. I have been practicing in this county for 22 years.
You know what? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
Well,
it.
Judge, you're insulting me on the record in front of my client, and I believe that I should be able to defend
Okay, you
myself.
can do that later. You can make your record later, but you've been insulting me the entire trial. So blatantly, taking your headphones off, arguing with me, storming out, coming late intentionally if you don't like my rulings. So quite frankly, this has been long overdue. So please be seated. You can receive the evidence. I will receive the evidence, and then you can put whatever you want on the record at the end. Go ahead.
The defense team was left humiliated, and eventually, Nicholas Cruz was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. The judge surely lost his cool, but the next judge was absolutely fuming at the attorney.
And the court left the door open. For me, not for you.
For the
Don't
defense
get
testimony.
brazen with me.
Judge Schroeder was presiding over the high-profile trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, the teenager who fatally shot 2 men and critically injured another during a protest.
You indicated that at no time did this gun, this AR-15, ever leave the state of Wisconsin. Is that right?
Other than the night after, other than that.
Before the shootings.
Correct.
There was a time, though, where you wanted to have it with you down in Illinois, isn't it? It wasn't there?
I believe there was a time when me and Dominic were mad at each other. Yeah.
You were mad at Dominic?
Me and Dominic were mad over something.
And you wanted to have the gun with you down there?
I think I said something along those lines.
Here. You have testified to this jury that you used deadly force against Joseph Rosenbaum, Anthony Huber, the man who attempted to kick you in the face, and Gage Grosskreutz on the night of August 25th, correct?
Yes.
And you did that because you felt that your life was in danger from those 4 people, correct?
Yes.
And you are telling this jury that it was, in your mind, justified to use deadly force to protect your own life, correct?
Yes.
Prosecutor Thomas Binger was the one questioning the despicable teenager, and he kept going in circles, asking the same question again and again.
You'd agree with me that you were not allowed to use deadly force to protect that CarSource building, correct?
Well, I wasn't using deadly force to protect the property. I used deadly force to protect myself, so.
Please listen to my question and answer my question if you can. You'd agree with me that you were not allowed to use deadly force to protect that CarSource building, correct?
Yes.
you'd agree with me that you were not allowed to use deadly force to stop someone from smashing the windows of an unoccupied parked car, correct?
I don't think you could use deadly force for that.
You'd agree with me that you can't use deadly force to stop someone from lighting a metal dumpster on fire, correct? You'd agree with me that you can't use deadly force to stop someone who is about to start an unoccupied car on fire, correct?
Prosecutor Binger was pressing hard, trying to get Kyle to contradict himself, but things quickly turned against him when Judge Schroeder finally stepped in and reacted to the escalating tension.
Your Honor, Mr. Binger is either forgetting the court's rulings or attempting to provoke a mistrial in this matter. He knows he can't go into this, and he's asking the questions. I asked the court to strongly admonish him, and the next time it happens, I'll be asking for a mistrial with prejudice.
This was the subject of a motion. I'm well aware of that, and the court left the door open.
For me, not for you.
We have not filed any
Forgive me.
motions to reconsider
Forgive
in this
me.
case.
That was their motion for reconsideration, which I denied. But I said I denied it, or I indicated a bias towards denial is what I did. Held it open with a bias towards denial. Why would you think that that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury?
To make matters worse, the judge instantly dismissed the jury, and tensions were only about to escalate even more.
I was astonished when you began your examination by commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 years, 50 years. I have no idea why you would do something like that. And it gives, well, I'll leave it at that. So I don't know what you're up to.
May I respond?
Yes.
We filed an other acts motion on this exact issue because, in my mind, and I argued this, it is identical to what was going on the night of August 25th, in the sense that the defendant was using this exact same weapon. He was using it in a manner to try and protect property.
No, he wasn't.
Your Honor, with all due respect...
I'm not going to rehash the motion. Yeah, that's absolutely untrue. No. Your argument's of record. My comments are of record, and why I ruled as I did is of record. There's nothing that I heard in this trial to suggest that anything's changed, even if you're correct.
Even the defense team showed clear frustration with the prosecutor's disregard for legal boundaries and didn't hesitate to voice their objections on record.
More than I did at the time. You should have come to the court and say, I want to go into this. Why you would think that you could go into it without any advance notice to the court, I don't understand that. And as the defense is pointing out, you're an experienced trial lawyer, and this should not have been gone into.
Your Honor, there have been things in this case, testimony in this case, that I believe opens the door to this. For example, the defense has introduced evidence that the defendant pointed a gun at a man wearing yellow pants because that person was on a car on the car source lot. Now, there's no justification that I can think of.
The prosecutor decided to speak up once again because he was trying to show Kyle's pattern of aggression. But once more, he clashed with the judge, and this time, even the court reporter had to intervene.
May I finish, please? I'd like to have a chance to make a record if I could, without being interrupted, if that's okay. He has mentioned that he's acknowledged that he's used this gun to protect property. He's also just acknowledged that he knows he can't do that. I am attempting to impeach him now with the prior August 10th incident, 15 days prior, involving the same gun, where he is threatening to use that gun to protect property. It goes...
He had the gun with him.
Your Honor, he is saying he wished he did so he could shoot people.
You know, there's a lot of difference between commenting about something when you haven't got a gun and threatening someone when you do.
You know, it's interesting, Your Honor, because the entire defense theory in this case is Joseph Rosenbaum, who was unarmed.
I want you to tell me what the defense theory of the case is. I want...
May I respond to what you just said, Your Honor? I'd like to respond to what you just said. I apologize, Madam Court Reporter, but I'd like to try and make a record without anyone interrupting me, if that's okay.
It was later determined that Kyle had acted in self-defense, but at this moment, the prosecutor was about to learn the hard way what happens when you push a judge too far.
I've admitted that kind of evidence in other trials when it's been appropriate. I didn't admit it in this case because, to me, what I've heard in this trial, and by the way, Mr. Richards absolutely correctly points out that just hours ago, I said I had heard nothing in this trial to change any of my rulings. So why?
Testimony, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
That was before the
Don't
defense testimony.
get brazen with me. You knew very well. You know very well that an attorney can't go into these types of areas when the judge has already ruled without asking outside the presence of the jury to do so. So don't give me that. That's number one. Number two, this is propensity evidence. I said at the time that I made my ruling, and I'll repeat again now for you.
It's not every day that you see a judge this angry and shouting at the attorney, but the prosecutor really deserved it. What's almost comical is how little regard the attorney showed for the judge's ruling.
And it isn't coming in, no matter what you think. Number two, I have to be concerned that with what Mr. Richards has said about the progress of the trial, and when you were I said you were over the line and close to or over the line on commenting on the defendant's pretrial silence, which is a well-known rule. I'm astonished that would have been an issue. So I don't want to have another issue as long as this case continues. Is that clear?
It is.
Thank you. Ask the jury to come back in, please.
Kyle Rittenhouse was eventually acquitted of all charges. Since then, he has become a vocal advocate for gun rights in the U.S. and has received multiple internship offers from Republican politicians. Once again, we're back with Judge Fleischer, known for firmly holding criminals accountable.
You're now in December. You have had 5 to 6 months. Show me the money. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you today, Ms. Dixon.
The defendant, Ms. Dixon, was released on bond and had to abide by certain conditions, including getting her GED. But after repeatedly skipping classes, the judge made it clear that there would be no leniency.
So I went to a class and then I tried to go yesterday. They canceled it and he also...
You went the day before court.
And I also went before.
Judge, she's been going. She's been going before even the last court date, and we
Prove it.
I can text you.
In this life, you are only as good as the proof that you don't have. If you don't have proof, you have nothing. Spoken word means absolutely nothing.
So she's been going. She did already take a test, and this is one where she did fail the first test. So she's been working on it. It's not enough.
I mean, here we are. How many resets have we had? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 resets since May. You're now in December. You have had 5 to 6 months. Show me the money. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you today, Ms. Dixon.
The judge's frustration isn't without reason, as he genuinely wants the woman to turn her life around and do something meaningful with it.
Show me. 5 to 6 months.
And Judge, this was a case where she was paying for the classes, and then she had to then enroll into the free program, which she's been doing for the last little bit.
Are you playing Candy Crush? What's going on over there?
I'm trying to text you.
Texting who?
The instructor. Like, what I'm supposed to show you?
Because the way I understand it, there are different modules that you do. You do science, you do language arts, you do math, you do, and whatever else it may be. You go through each section, you complete it, take a test, and then when you're done with everything, you take an overall test, and then you get a diploma.
That's not
What have you done?
Basically explaining how everything's going to go, and I was going to finish everything else Wednesday when I was going to go, but the class was canceled.
Who is the provider that you have?
His name is...
Grab me a phone number, because I'd like to call them right now.
And just like that, Judge Fisher dialed her instructor during the court proceedings. Surely no other judge tends to do anything of this sort just for the betterment of the person.
Yes, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And I have someone that's with me in our court, and she's doing a program with you guys to try to get a GED. I'd like to confirm that's Coriel Dixon. Can I put you, I have her in front of me. Can I put you on speakerphone so that she can hear this as well? Do you mind? Okay, hold on. What's up? I've got him. Okay,
Hello?
Mr. Jackson?
Order in the court, please.
Okay, tell me, how goes it?
So, yeah, it's kind of twofold. They take an assessment. Based on that assessment, allows me to know where the student is as far as their grade level in math and in reading. Based on that, they go on 2 tracks. And so one track is like a probation education where we're just literally working on kind of some elementary reading and math skills.
Okay.
Or a GED track where they're ready for GED concepts. And and I usually just go from there.
Fortunately, things ended well for Miss Dixon, and we can see the relief on the judge's face, knowing that she was doing well.
How long does the process take? And how long can we expect it?
Well, so that's honestly kind of a loaded question. Depends on where they fall. I believe Coriel scored pretty well.
Great.
So yeah, and I worked with people that have gotten the GED in 3 weeks. I worked with people that have gotten the GED in 2 years.
I can't do 3 years. That's too much.
Well,
I know, I'm kidding.
No, I understand that.
She's been faithfully attending, though? Yay or nay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And with some consistency, 3 to 4 months, maybe less.
That sounds great.
That's just me ballparking.
Basically, I'm calling you. I want to make sure that everything's going well, that she's attending, faithfully attending, and doing well. And it sounds like you're saying that this is what's been happening.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I'm just going to continue everything. Just continue to go, Miss Dixon. I mean, you got, like what he's saying, if you continue at it 2 to 3 months, you'll end up with your diploma. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. I really appreciate your help. You've been great.
Encouraging signs from the instructor and the judge motivate Miss Dixon before letting her go.
Great. Good job. Just keep at it, okay? So let's set it 30 days. I want to ride this through. You're so close to being through. All you got to do is see it to the end, and then everything great will happen for you here as well, okay?
Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we witnessed judges losing their temper in the courtroom, and rightfully so. Their reactions were justified as they firmly called out both suspects and attorneys who strayed off course. Thanks for watching. Please support the channel by subscribing, leaving a like, and comment if you want more like this.
Actually, we can trespass you from here. They can. Yes, I can. Give it a try then. All right, let's be done with that.